All right. Let me have the breakfast bun. Yeah. Are the can I have the eggs fried hard? Yeah. Also, let me add the seasonal fruit salad. What, seasonal fruit salad?
Just no yogurt, obviously.
No yogurt. No. So okay, so the fruit salad is just fruit, right? Yeah, yeah. Let me have that. Um, and do you have orange juice?
Yes.
Yeah, let me have it with orange juice. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to the menu for a while. Okay. Thank you. What's good, everybody? Alrighty, started day two. Um, I'm here at the rooftop of my hotel for breakfast. About to get something to eat before I start my day. I think I'm gonna have a pretty long day ahead of me. I'm looking to really explore Johannesburg a bit. Right now, I don't have any plans on what that looks like. I'm really doing everything spur of the moment, but I think that I'm gonna definitely visit some different areas of Johannesburg. I'm thinking on even going up to Pretoria, which is a town, city, province, whatever they call it, a bit north of Johannesburg. I could catch a train up there, so I'm thinking on doing that. Um, Also, maybe visit downtown Joburg, see what that's like, walk around a bit. I really want to get over to Soweto. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that today, but I don't know what to expect. I hear a lot of bad things about what goes down over there. I hear it's pretty dangerous, unsafe for foreigners to be. But I don't know, man. I think at the end of the day, people is people, and I know how to move to ensure my safety. So I won't go out there and do anything reckless, man. But I do really want to, see what Soweto has to offer. I went to a club last night and I met a young lady there who kind of actually recommended, like, to go clubbing in Soweto. I mean, you got to take everything people say with a grain of salt because you just never know people's intentions. But like I said, I just tend to think that I pick up well on people's vibes, and her vibe wasn't all the way off. Even though she asked me to buy her some chicken wings a few minutes after learning my name, I see that as being the trend out here. Some people ask you for money before asking you your name. Others will ask you for money right after they ask you your name. So, yeah, I don't think she meant any harm by it. But yeah, I'm really trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna eat this breakfast and then kind of figure everything out from there. And I'm gonna give you guys a good idea of like what these prices is looking like. I ordered the breakfast bun from their menu, which is called it's described as a toasted brioche bun with a crispy fried egg, bacon, mature cheddar, caramelized onions, shakalaka sauce, rocket and burger mayo, served with our hand cut double fried chips, and that goes for 105 rand, which is just over $6. Um, Maybe even just under $6, honestly. So appreciate it. Thank you. Um, you get all that for $6. There's a seasonal fruit salad that I got on the side that's 60 rand. So that's just a few bucks there. So I don't know how much this orange juice is. It wasn't on the menu, but it looks like I can get this full meal for under 10 US dollars, which, as you guys know, if you're from the US, ain't too many places where you can get some good eats. Well, I gotta figure out if this is good eats, but it's sounding good. But ain't too many places in the States where you can get good food, man, for under $10. A good breakfast meal. I mean, with a nice view. Let me turn this camera around so you guys can see how this view is looking. It's a nice little view of Sandton.
Yeah.
They got some good music playing in the background. I've heard some Sade. I've heard some Amy Winehouse. But at the club last night, they was on that South African music heavy. I love the culture out here, the music, the dancing. I don't think I've got a chance to really experience the uniqueness of the food yet. All the food I've had is some shit I can get in America. But as I explore these different cities and townships, provinces, whatever the hell they call it out here, I got to get that straight. But I definitely want to try some of their street food to see how authentic food tastes here in Johannesburg, South Africa. It's a nice little breezy day today. I looked at the weather. It said it was 85 degrees, but it doesn't feel 85 degrees. It's very breezy. It's cloudy out, so the sun isn't piercing too hard. When I got seated here, the hostess asked, like, "Oh, you want to sit in the sun?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good in the sun. It's really not that bad right now. It's actually feeling pretty good, and plus I needed good lighting for the camera. Y'all know us black folk, we sit in the shade and we're way underexposed. So when I was at the club last night, it was a cool little club. That was a good like 12-minute walk from where I'm staying. It's crazy how dark it is out here. I didn't mention this. I think I probably mentioned this as I was walking from the mall yesterday, but man, like it's like mad 9, 10 o'clock and the streets are damn near pitch black dark. I would think an area like Sandton, that's more of a business district, that it would be more lit. But it's like the street lights were just off and I couldn't get a straight answer from people. Like, is this normal? Or did I just catch it on a bad day? Because I asked one of the workers here at the hotel, and he was like, "Oh no, that's not normal." But he couldn't give me a good explanation on why all of the lights were out, given that I just walked like a good half mile from point A to point B and didn't see any street lights on anywhere. Only the lights from the businesses, from the office buildings, from the hotels, only those lights were on. So it made the streets really, really dark. And with a lot of black folk walking around, you can't really see. All you see is a blurry, shadowy figure walking up toward you. So I can see how that could be perceived as being dangerous for some people. People who aren't used to that. But one thing I would say is that it's not like it was just pitch black dark, but there was a lot of people on the street. Like there was very few people. I think in the half mile that I walked, I probably walked by a good 5 to 10 people. And I think most of them were on their way from somewhere, maybe on their way from work or something like that. I didn't really see too many homeless. I feel like maybe one seemed like he had no place to go, but outside of that, I didn't feel like my safety was compromised in any moment. But anyway, I just wanted to, I couldn't sleep. Shit, I'm 10 hours ahead of this. My body is 10 hours ahead. My body is 10 hours behind the time that is the current South African time. So when it was 10 o'clock here, it was noon time for me. So I was wide awake and needed something to do with myself. So I was like, okay, well, let's walk to see what clubs are open. It's a Monday night. I'm like, I don't know how they move out here, what days are popular for clubbing, but it was two local ones where one said it was open on Google for 24 hours and the other one said it's open till 4 a.m. So I suggested that I try the one that opened at 4 a.m. because I don't know, no club is open for 24 hours and I didn't want to walk all the way over there just to be turned around and find out that it's not even open. So anyway, I ended up walking to the one that's open at 4 a.m. and it was about 10 o'clock at this point. And I get there, they got some music playing. There's probably like 2 people in the establishment. I asked the bouncer how did I need to be dressed, because I just had like some sweatpants, some joggers, and a shirt, and some tennis shoes. Like typically you ain't going to a club in the States wearing that. And he was like, nah, man, come as you are, you good. So I was like, okay, cool. What time does it get cracking? He said about midnight. So I was like, okay, well, I'll probably come back around 1. So I ended up going back probably around 1 o'clock, and at that point, it was probably just a few more people in the establishment. It still was kind of dead in there, but it was cool for me. I'm like, hey, good music, sounds like shit, they got food, why not? So I ordered some food. And as I was eating, like more people started to come in. One thing I will say, the women like heavily outnumbered the men in there. Which is an interesting dynamic. And then like some of the men there, they look like they came there with women. So the women that came there alone or with their group of homegirls versus the amount of men that was there with just their homeboys, it was hella skewed in the women's favor, which is good for me because I was just kind of there to people watch, understand, how they party, understand how they have a good time, how they entertain, and it was overall a good experience. I didn't see any hating going on. At least it didn't look like it to me. Everybody seemed to be welcoming and friendly to some of the people who were there. Oh wow, that's a big fruit salad. Appreciate it. Thank you. You have a knife so I can cut? Oh, no, but thank you. Appreciate it. Sorry, got interrupted there. We brought my food out. I'm gonna give y'all a cool little view of this food, of this meal that cost me just under 10 US dollars. Let me go ahead and flip this camera around. All right, so that's the fruit salad. Looks like we got some kiwi in there, some strawberry, some pineapple and blueberry. Pretty standard fruits that I would eat. Okay, we got the fries. Got the breakfast burger. Got some bacon on it, caramelized onions. Oh shit, looks pretty good. The orange juice. All right, so to get back to how last night went. So, I'm just hanging around chilling. And I'm people watching, so I'm people watching. I know people watching me. I don't look like anybody else in the establishment, so I think they can tell when you're a foreigner, by the way we dress, by the way we move. And then, of course, when they speak to us, they can hear it in our accent. But the food was good, very, very cheap. I got two drinks and some wings and French fries, and that came out to about 258 Rand, which is about $12 to $14. And I still haven't been able to establish the tipping standards here, because if I get a $14 experience for everything that I had, it's like I would feel kind of wrong just tipping $3-4, so I ended up like doubling the amount for the tip, and the lady who was helping me out was so appreciative of it. I'm like, oh shit, like damn, like a little goes a long way here, apparently, is what I'm slowly starting to figure out. I don't know how their food is so cheap, how they're able to have it so affordable and still be able to make money. Like I said, at the club I was at last night, it wasn't packed in there. To be honest with you, at one point the workers completely outnumbered the actual guests that were in there. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, man, how are they keeping these doors open? Of course, it's probably like this every night, but even like just for one night, you have to have a an expense budget broken down by really, each day that you operate, right? You want to make sure that your operating income can really just exceed your operating expenses, right? So I'm sure you're paying rent on this joint. What's the daily rate of that, right? What's the salary, the day salary of all these workers? The DJ. Um, it was like, damn, like, is it even worth it being open tonight? I'm glad it worked because it got me something to do. Get out the hotel room, listen to some good music, people watch. Some beautiful women out here, beautiful women everywhere. But it's just something that hit different about beautiful black women. So yeah, really had a good time. But let me get to this food, and I'll kind of pick up this conversation after I'm done. So they got this tomato sauce. You know, it tastes a little bit like ketchup, but it actually has a little bit of a sweet taste to it. It's actually pretty damn good. They've been surprising me with the little sauces out here. All right, let's see what this burger tastes like. Not bad at all. It's actually pretty good. I mean, I'm gonna say I haven't had anything out here yet that just was not good. Could it be the best? No, but it's serviceable, especially for the prices that they're charging. All right, I think I'm done here. That was a nice little meal to start the day for under $10.